Yeah. Hey. All right. Hey. Yeah, I mean.
So we about to take off.
Hey. Please do remain calm. About to run the game, spitting with a little bit of soul, no times.
Welcome to Please Remain Calm. I'm Ben Gonzalez.
And I am a very sleepy Daniel Gonzalez. Oh, shit.
All right.
Phone.
Peel back the
God
curtain, you
damn it.
guys. Before the show started, my brother was giving me shit about being on my phone during the show, right?
Let me
my
tell
phone,
you
which
guys
is
something.
on silent.
Let me tell you guys something, man. It's like one of the frustrating things. Okay, starting a podcast, right?
Yeah.
It's not something that it's not like we were like radio personalities or we ever did anything like this, right?
Not at all.
Doing this podcast was like it's been a learning experience.
Listen to the first few episodes and you'll hear the difference in how bad we were,
Huge
like in episode
difference.
1.
Huge difference.
We introed the entire concept of the podcast every episode.
Yeah,
for like
10
the first
episodes. Yeah.
episodes were like, well,
Explaining
we are
who we
both
were and all that
paramedics
stuff.
and da-da-da. Yeah.
But like one of the frustrating things is we both at times had our phones on us, right? And so I'll be talking or ranting about something like I normally do. And Ben will get a text or something, right? And then it'll be like a lull in the conversation where it's like you should be responding, but you're looking at your phone.
Yeah.
So that's like our back and forth for the past like couple episodes.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, let's leave our phones and put
Okay.
our phones off to the side.
So
and
my
then
in my
of course mine
defense,
goes off.
we don't have a producer, right? We've kind of tried to have producers here and there.
Oh.
Right. So a lot of times, like the guest is on their way or coming in, and they're texting me or calling me. Hey, I'm downstairs or something. So I'm like, grr, 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 on my phone.
Yeah.
He's in the middle of telling about how he almost died. You know what I mean?
so
I'm
yeah.
like, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, really, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then like I'll like ask a simple question or something, and Ben's like not paying attention. It's like, well, damn, man, right? So then we have this conversation before the episode starts here. Ben throws his phone to the side, right? Because we're putting it aside. And of course my phone goes off. But do you know why it went off?
Yeah. What? Oh, because
Your
I
post.
tagged you.
Because you tagged me in your damn post that I was waiting for you to post. All right. Anyways.
Yeah,
All right.
if you follow a PRC pod or follow me or Danny on IG, we try to do a little story when we're in the studio. Let the fans know that we're still working. You know what I mean? Consistency is key.
Before we go any further, the opinions expressed here on the Please Remain Calm podcast are our own. They do not reflect the opinions of the Los Angeles City Fire Department or the Los Angeles County Department of Health Services. I also want to talk for 1 minute about our sponsor, CBD Living Water.
CBD living.
You guys are probably sick of hearing me talk about how much I love water, right? But I, like I said before, I literally drink water. Like it's all I drink, man. Even if I'm gonna drink like a fruit juice or something like that, I'll have like a 95% full glass of water,
Yeah,
and then a
cut it with
spritz
water.
of
Yeah,
juice just to
exactly.
give it a little flavor or something, right? So when it came time to start talking about, partnering up with a company for sponsorship for the podcast, and we were approached by CBD Living Water, we jumped at the opportunity. It's a fantastic water. They obviously, have sent us some months before, so I've been using it every single day at the fire station. Typically I go into the station, check out the rig, and then immediately go and work out. And get out in the gym and start sweating and stuff like that. So right off the bat, like first thing in the morning, boom, I'm drinking CBD Living Water. It's and obviously we're both advocates for CBD and the health aspects of CBD. And so to have a water that's infused with nanoparticles of CBD that trigger the CB1 and CB2 receptors to stimulate your immune system, right, and keep you hydrated, it's a win-win. So it's a great company. They have a lot of different CBD products as well. So check them out. It's at CBD Living Water on Instagram. And like I said, we're going to be highlighting some other of their CBD products. But I can attest and tell you that I use and drink CBD Living Water every day at the fire station. I've got the guys drinking it there too. It's a fantastic company, fantastic water. Go check them out.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't get enough of this water, you guys. Big classic rock guy. Sometimes, you know what I mean. And there's an old band UFO from the 70s. They had a song called "Easy Living." Right, and it's "Easy Living." It's a good song, right?
Okay.
And just in my head now, it's always CBD living. Yeah.
Maybe you write a jingle for him.
That's where I was going with this. You know what I mean? We write solid copy, you guys. If anybody wants to advertise with us, you know what I'm saying? You get this level of stuff.
It is a little after 8 a.m. What time is it? 8:24 in the morning. I just got off work maybe an hour ago. I am on 0 sleep from last night's shift.
A 0-0.
0-0.
Did you lay down?
What's that?
Did you lay down?
I laid down, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the worst part about being up all night. It's easier if I'm just up running call after call.
Yeah.
Right? Because I never get an opportunity to like, my brain doesn't get a chance to say like,
Yeah,
okay.
shut it down. You're
All
off.
right, start winding down, bro. You're about to lay down. Oh, you're taking your uniform off? Oh, sweet. Let's relax, right? And you start feeling that like little bit of tiredness, and then take a shower or whatever, and you feel like fresh, and you lay down in your bed and it's soft, and you're just like, oh shit, that feels good. Right? God, I'm tired. I'm about to fall. And it's right when you close your eyes and you feel like, oh, bless this. This is beautiful. I'm so tired. That's when you get a freaking run, right? And you're just like, God damn it. And you get up, right? And you put your stuff on, you get downstairs and you run the call and you perk up, right? Because you're running a call.
Yeah. You get
then
phone
you get
ring.
back. What's that?
You get the phone ring or tones like when you're
It depends what time it is, right?
Yeah.
After a certain time, there's a switch that you flip.
Oh, okay.
And instead of the entire station getting toned out, it's just the phone in the rescue dorm. I mean, that's a whole nother thing, but, and then you go out and you run that call and then you come back and you take off your turnouts and stuff. And, you start feeling that relief again. You're like, oh, sweet. I'm going to lay down. God, I'm even more tired than I was the last time, and you lay down and it feels even better and your pillow's all cold and you're just starting to doze off. Maybe you've been laying there for 6, 7 minutes, and you're right in the sacred silence. Boom, you get another run, It was that all night, last night. And
yeah, that's agony.
And that's bad enough. And it, all that goes out the window if you're running actual like calls that make a difference. Some old lady that needs, can't breathe, and you're there.
Oh yeah, this is the other aspect of it.
Kid has a seizure. You know what I mean? And like you're there to freaking give the medication to stop it and console the parents and educate.
Yeah, you have no problem being woken up.
I am perfectly
stuff like
fine
that.
with all
You know
that.
what I mean? That's part of the job. Part of what
last night was not one of those nights, dude. We had the same. So Venice. Second largest homeless population in the city of Los Angeles, right? The first is Skid Row. And so a lot of our clientele is homeless, drug addicted, alcohol, right? On top of all that stuff, Venice is kind of like a party town. There's a lot of bars, a lot of restaurants and little clubs that stay open super late.
Hangout tourism.
And it's kind of a walking beach town too. You know what I mean? Especially with the scooters and stuff that are out. We get a lot of people that are either mentally ill, right? On the street, homeless, or high on meth, a lot of meth, right? Mm-hmm. Or people, either the homeless being completely wasted drunk, or normal, business people come falling out of a bar at 2 a.m. wasted drunk, right? Yep. I mean, you'll literally have like a homeless dude kicking it on the corner, and like a dude in a dress like you, just like laid out right next to him, puke all over his shirt, and it's like, God, look at this, man, this is crazy. So it's a different circle of life. It's a different vibe having to be up all night when you're actually running calls that are like legitimate paramedic calls.
Yes.
Versus running on the same drunk guy 3 times in the night, right?
Now, when he's saying the same drunk guy, he doesn't mean like this is a drunk guy, here's another drunk guy. He literally means the same guy.
The same guy.
The exact same guy.
So that happened last night, and I'll get into a story about that. But it got me thinking about just one of my least favorite, but also at times has been a cool thing, frequent flyers, right? Mm-hmm. People that call 911 all the time, like it's a normal part of their life, right?
Yeah, they exist.
And I think I'll start like way back when. Okay, so like I was assigned to separate from like the world that I'm in now, right? This the two biggest homeless populations, right? Skid Row, Fire Station 9. I was there for 3.5 years, and then 63 is now, right? You get frequent flyers that are homeless and that have like health issues, or they're just like uncontrollably alcoholic or uncontrollably drug addicted, and you wind up running on the same people. You get to know these people.
Yeah.
Separately from that, I worked for almost 4 years at Fire Station 57 in South Central. Okay, low income area, right? Just a much different demographic than like Venice and like the higher end areas, right? People don't generally take care of themselves as well. People, the like food options in the area are all like dog shit. Everything's fried. Everything's like completely unhealthy. There's more liquor stores, per capita, all this stuff. It's just like an generally unhealthier place to exist, especially as a kid. And so being there, I realized that a lot of times when, especially with like the healthcare system and health insurance system in America, it's expensive to have health insurance, right? Yeah. Or if you don't have a job that or typically you'll get your health insurance through your job, right? But if you're working at a place that's like just like a menial place, or like you're working,
getting good
Jack in the Box or whatever,
yeah.
some little like, you're not getting benefits with those jobs, right? You might be getting paid under the table or whatever, so you don't have benefits. So when you get sick, the idea, like me and you growing up, was like, oh, you're sick? Well, let's go to, Kaiser or whatever and just make an appointment. You show up and you give them the card and, you get your medicine and that's it. Right? Yeah. People don't have that in these lower income. They're lucky if they have, Medi-Cal or something like that, like the general insurance, low income insurance for the state.
That's a whole other problem though, because then your ER option is like a 12-hour wait.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they don't want to do it.
So people almost use 911 as like their healthcare system. Yeah. Right? Like, I'm sick. I've been sick for a week, with a cold or something like that. And it's like where I would go to the clinic, see a doctor, tell them what happened. They check me all out and prescribe medication. There's like a whole generation of kids that grew up with parents that just called 911, right? Yeah. So as a kid, when you're seeing that, and it's a regular thing to have 911 show up at your house to check your mom's blood sugar, or your mom's wasted and not waking up or whatever, your uncle OD'd, when it's a regular thing to have some 911 come in your house, or let's say you got a grandparent in the back bedroom that's, just old and going downhill, and they just don't take them to the doctor. There's any little thing is wrong, they call 911, you show up, right?
Yeah.
So, and the way the world works, a lot of times, man, these kids that are growing up in these lower income areas and stuff like that, they wind up forced into these pathways of life that a lot of times will lead them to alcoholism, stuff like that, right? So I can almost see like from my time at 57, is like I noticed that, like, damn, these kids are growing up just like calling 911. It's like a normal thing, like. To call 911, like when Carlos's buddy, what was his name? The little kid that got hit by the car in front of our house?
Oh, James.
James.
Yeah.
Okay. My little brother Carlos had a little friend that his grandparents lived across the street from us. Okay. They were the same age. They played all the time. This one day, James was at our house. It was the day we were going to WWE. I don't know if you remember that.
I forgot.
We were going to watch wrestling that night, right? And James' grandma called him to come back across the street, and we had a boat that was parked in front of the house, and he ran out from in front of that boat. And a car was coming down the street and tagged James and hit him. And, obviously we called 911, the fire engine showed up. That was like a big event in my brain. You know what I mean? Like, we had to call 911. The fire department showed up. You know what I mean? The paramedics were there. Like, what the? And we grew up.
Then we went to wrestling.
Yeah. And we grew up around the fire department. You know what I mean? So but it was still like this big, like we had to call 911. Holy shit, Yeah. And then there's kids who literally, I would see them every single shift because their mom was calling.
Yeah.
I'm having chest pain. but she's sitting there watching TV, eating hot Cheetos.
Yep.
It's like, come on, Deborah,
Yeah.
again, all right, you want me to check you out? Yeah, okay. It's just like,
take her to the ER. She lights up a cigarette.
but to the kid, it's normal.
Yeah.
You got something bugging you? Call 911. Then you go to different parts of the city, right? Like, nines or where I'm at now, 63s, right? And it's almost like I could see that little kid growing up to be this dude who just thinks of calling 911 yeah, you know what, man? This spot right here that I'm in is uncomfortable. I need a turkey sandwich and a nice little nap in a comfortable bed, and call 911. Because you show up and you're like, hey, dude, what's going on? Oh, man, I'm having chest pain. Take me to the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it'll be just like that.
How long?
A guy sitting there like Danny's
smoking a
sitting there.
cigarette.
Yeah.
Chilling. It might even be like playing checkers with another homeless dude right there. Smoking a cigarette. Okay, dude. Can we check you out? Just take me to the hospital, man. Do your job. Take me to the hospital.
Yeah.
Whoa, bro. You know what I mean?
He ain't bullshitting.
So it's weird, man. It's like this subculture of people who treat the 911 system just as their regular healthcare system.
Really, man? You're like a sociologist. You've done like 20-year study on different populations in LA.
Listen, dude.
Using 911 by Dr. Danny Gonzalez.
And I'm actually glad you brought that up, dude.
Yeah, dude, because it is.
I honestly
that's how you sound.
I honestly feel like I understand. Like, there's hardly anybody in this world that I can meet and get a feel for their personality and not understand a little bit who they are and where they come from.
Yeah.
Whether it's right versus left, right? Obviously, I dwell in a conservative world, or mentally ill versus not, you know what I mean? Or alcoholic versus not, or narcotic addict, not. Like, what I haven't had real experience with, meeting people and like being a part of their lives, I've actually been myself, right? Like alcoholic, drug addict, you know what I mean? Asshole, and being a paramedic, man. And that's kind of why I feel like the old timer paramedics and stuff they're just like nothing rattles them. Right.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like I'm almost at. I'm like 90% there, because last night I almost lost it on this dude.
Yeah.
But there's like a calmness and there's like you can't rattle me.
The overarching theme of our show
type feeling.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that quality is amazing in paramedics, captains.
Yeah.
Most importantly, cops.
I think with captains, it's crazier too, because a bunch of grown men just trust your ass.
Yeah.
With everything, basically. And you have to.
I mean, that's the main reason why I haven't gone for captain, dude.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
crazy.
I feel like if you're going to be a captain on this job, number one, the responsibilities are enormous, right? Your number one overarching responsibility is to make sure all your guys come home safe, right?
Yeah.
And that comes along with training them properly, making sure everybody knows, our SOPs, making sure you understand,
all of your decisions basically
all that stuff,
reflect
right?
back on that. Yeah.
And on top of that, you should love every aspect of firefighting. You should love it, and you should know it so well and so much like the back of your hand, have a plan for everything, so that when your crew is put in a situation, you have the confidence in yourself of what your plan is and what you know and what
Yeah.
And if you have that confidence and you exude that energy, your crew is going to feel that and follow you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just why I've wildland firefighting. There is nothing I hate more in firefighting than wildland firefighting, dude.
Yeah.
I hate going to brush fires. It is back-breaking ass work. It's fun the first couple of years. You go out and camp with the guys and stuff like that, and you're dirty and you're getting overtime. You know what I mean? Shit ton of overtime.
Yeah.
But you go on a couple of little campaign fires like that, dude, and it's like some guys love it. Some guys love it, dude. Me personally, I was like, after day 3, I'm like, dude, my freaking ass is itchy. I can only turn my underwear inside out, one more time and spin it around. It's like, it's just whack, dude. Like back breaking ass work. My hat's off. 1,000 times to anybody out there that does wildland firefighting. That is like real like Goggins type hardcore ass work, dude.
There's a range of like what you're talking about. Like there's brush fires that you guys respond on, and then there's like humongous complex fires that you get deployed to, and you're supposed to be there for a week or 2 weeks.
It's whack. Dude. My point is, like, I don't love that, and so like, but to be a captain, if I were to take the test to be a captain, I would not feel comfortable wearing a captain's badge without, especially knowing all the guys that got burned over, seminars that I've been to on wildland firefighting and stuff like that, where you talk to guys who have been burned over and stuff like that. I've been, Petey had his buddy that was burned over the Granite Mountain Hot Shots, burned over and killed. I mean, you're a fucking idiot if you don't give it the respect that it deserves, right?
Yeah.
I just don't. I hate it that much. Like, I just don't want to do that. And if I'm not willing to ace and master that, then I shouldn't be leading a crew of guys. You know what I mean? To go and do something like that.
Fair enough, man.
So anyway, back to what we were talking about. So it's just a trip, right? Like I spent that time, and I already had that idea of like, damn, there's a whole generation of people growing up.
Yeah.
Looking at 911 like that. And then now to be here and like you experience it. So now frequent flyers, man, there's different levels and different types of frequent callers, right?
Yeah. You set a few up now.
I'm trying to think of what they're calling it now. It's not frequent flyers. It's,
is this like an official thing?
A term. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Oh, there's all kinds of like new shit. You're not really like, they don't want you to put in your report, right? The way you word stuff and stuff like that now. I can't remember what the hell it was.
It wasn't we get the same thing. We'll get people that get submitted for like a hospital transfer every single day. Yeah. And get rejected every single day. And the nurse at that other hospital's like, nope.
Yeah.
Oh, it becomes spite.
No, it's I can't think of what the LA city's calling it now, but but fucking frequent flyer, right? Somebody that calls all the time.
Yeah.
First of all, it's damn near impossible to get any kind of like discipline for somebody that calls 911. Like you literally they have to call like, I forget what astronomical is, like 1,000 times in a 7-day period or something like that for it to be considered 911 abuse, right?
Yeah.
So like you can throw that out there like, ma'am, this is our 4th time coming out here for the same stuff. You call one more time, we're gonna have the police come out here for 911 abuse, and it's just like hot air, dude. Because
he's like, yeah, right.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. They know it.
If I call again, what you can do? Show up and help me.
I've been doing this since I was 8 years old. You know what I mean? Like they don't care.
But that's what sucks about it though, is because they could call again, and like if you don't show up, and then something happens, no, then that's it.
And it's all talk, because I still got to show up. I still got to do all the vitals. I still can't tell you what I'm actually thinking about you, because it's the 4th time tonight that we've run on you, right? I still have to be courteous. There's cameras everywhere. You know what I mean? As much as they might even be cursing you out. F you, do your effing job. Da, 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 da. You got to hold that shit together, man. You hold that shit together.
Or another one, you're on one of these frequent flyers, and then you hear another real run go out in your first in.
That's my biggest thing that I talk when I'm talking shit to, because like I've learned that it's a lot easier just to, the second somebody says I want to go to the hospital, cool, let's go. Come on, you want to go? Let's go.
Yeah.
Right? Get in the rig. Once we're in the rig and driving, I'm upholding my end of this bargain, right? The fire department really only cares that you take someone to the hospital, right? It's when you leave somebody and something happens that the city winds up getting sued and has to pay, and there's a liability there, right? As long as you take somebody to the hospital, the city's like, sweet, it's off our hands.
Yeah.
So,
hey, and really, the sooner you figure that out as a paramedic, kind of the better.
It really is, man.
Seriously, you save yourself grief.
You save yourself a lot of grief. You save yourself a lot of unnecessary stress. It is the simplest, easiest way to go about your career. I literally walk up to people, and especially the homeless. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Oh man, I don't know. Cool. You want to go to the hospital, or you want me to just check you out? I want to go to the hospital. Let's go.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that too. Get to it fast.
At the same time, I am an educator out on these streets, right? Yeah. I will have a calm conversation with you about why you calling 911 for paramedic rescue. So that's my go-to thing.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, you've had this elbow pain for 6 months, you said, right? Yeah. There's a clinic right down the street, right? The Venice Clinic down there. No, I didn't know that. Okay, well, it's right there. Okay, if you go there, they take care of the homeless there. They'll start a file on you. You'll have a doctor that you see regularly or a PA, and they prescribe medications for you. They'll have your file there so you can get care and be seen. It's there for the homeless. I give them the address and stuff like that. And then, okay, I don't know, man. I go, okay, so now you know that. Now I want to tell you something else. Okay, the reason that I'm having this conversation with you is because look at it this way, dude. 6 months you've been on the street. You've been partying. You've been drinking probably every day, doing drugs and stuff, riding your bikes around, right? Hanging out. You might have gotten in a scuffle or two, whatever, right? You're doing all that stuff for 6 months. Now at 3 o'clock in the morning, because it's drizzling out, you decide that you want to go to the hospital. That's fine, man. That's what I'm here to do, to take you to the hospital, okay? But you don't need to be in an ALS paramedic ambulance to give you a ride to the hospital for your elbow that's been hurting for 6 months, okay? I'm taking you right now because I'm here already, and I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
But this isn't something that you call 911 for. Oh, well, I'm sorry, man. I go. The reason is, dude, let's say a little kid gets hit by a car right now across the street, right there. Okay. I can't go help that kid because I'm giving you a ride to the hospital. I'm not doing anything for you. You're not benefiting from my skill as a paramedic at all.
Yeah, literally
I'm an Uber right now.
Yeah.
I'm a freaking Uber. Big red, $1,200 Uber or whatever, $1,500 Uber.
Hey, dude, side note, did you know that we use Ubers now? For
Yeah,
medical transports?
Yes, and it's amazing. I wish they should have been doing that
There's
shit.
a whole company
There's
that
a
just
whole
sets that up. Yeah.
taxi voucher ideas and all that shit have been
They used to
bounced around
have
for
that. It
years.
would be for hospitals, taxi vouchers. And then like a year ago or so, they just started switching to Uber. So like CDO, they'll just call Ubers for people.
Just another
you hear
reason.
them on the radio or not on the radio, but like on the phone. Like, yeah, man, your driver's Jose. He's coming in a silver Altima. He should be there in 2 minutes. And shit.
Another reason I'll never drive Uber, dude.
Yeah, right.
Some dirtbag in my car. Anyway. Yeah, man. So, I'll have that conversation. And then you can almost see the wheels turn in their brain like, oh shit, oh damn, I never thought of it. And maybe they never thought of it that way. Maybe no one ever broke it down for them like that.
And
because
maybe they'll remember.
And then 2 hours later, you go back on them and you're like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah.
We just had this conversation. Do you remember where the clinic was? I just told you about the clinic. Wait a second, man. It's only been 2 hours. We just dropped you. What are you doing back here? Oh man, they just had me in the hall. They weren't doing anything for me, so I left. Then what the hell are you calling me back for, man? Well, my elbow still hurts. Bro, you are killing me, okay? And then you start driving back to the hospital again.
This
right?
is the second time, though.
Second time,
only. Yeah, second time.
So this is just right in general. That's how they tend to go.
Yeah.
Now there's different levels to frequent flyers too, right? Like you have your like private ambulance. We would have our like dialysis people that we would pick up on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
It's regular people with an appointment.
Shit, and those are cool because you get to know the people. You know what I mean? Like, we had a little lady that we would take to dialysis, and she had a below knee amputation, so she's in a wheelchair, and her house was like on a hillside. It had these long ass steps, so me and my partner would have to pick her up in her wheelchair. Right? He get the bottom wheels, I get the top handles, and we'd carry her up these steps to her house every day.
Yeah.
Got to know her son, her family. You know what I mean? Like her husband was really cool. They'd always, offer us drinks.
Some of those patients are hilarious.
I mean,
super cool. You get to know them.
Beautiful,
like friends.
beautiful people.
Yeah.
And then she passed away, and you get a phone call from the family and the son, thanking you, or you get a letter from, thank you so much for being such a big part of my mom's life. You guys were always so kind. And it's like, fuck, man, that feels good to know that you're, you know what I mean? Like that to somebody, and you didn't even realize it. You know what I mean? Like, and then you think about it, like, what was she doing all day in this house at the top of the steps in a fucking wheelchair with no ramp or anything? Like, she's basically just sitting at home. You know what I mean? So like going out to dialysis to see her friends at dialysis, and the little time we were like the youngest people that she probably experienced in her life. What the shit? I thought I turned that off.
I was just thinking that whole time, like, damn, I never got one of those letters or phone calls. Like, what was I doing?
So
I thought I was nice.
You jerk.
Right? I thought I was funny.
And it feels good. That's a cool, like, frequent flyer type person that you run on all the time.
It ain't all bad.
We had a girl in our district. She actually went off to college now, but she had like muscular dystrophy, and she was in a electric wheelchair, and she would have breathing issues and asthma issues and stuff like that. And we would run on her, down the street from the station. When you'd see her address, oh, I know this is who this is. You show up and, hey, what's up, girl? You having trouble? Okay, man, here we go. Yeah. And she didn't like to go to the hospital, and her parents didn't like her to go, right? Because she's had health issues in and out of the hospital all the time. And so, we get her on a treatment, do a 12 lead on her because she had congenital heart issues and stuff like that. And we do this full workup with her, sit there while she took her treatment, make sure that it worked, make sure she's feeling better, all this stuff. So we spent a good 45 minutes in this home dealing with this young girl.
Yeah.
Once a shift, at least, for a while.
But it's pleasant. The family's gracious usually. Like, they know this is the situation. They know they're kind of putting you out for this. It's completely different than 3 a.m., 3:30,
exactly
5 a.m. guy in the street.
Call me at 3, 4 in the morning. I know it's cool. You need it. Boom, boom. It's not there. There was never a hint of, God, why are you're calling again? Right. Even though it was like an everyday thing. Right.
But the thing too is like, that's what you're there for. And so here's like a thing with that too is, when you're training and you're in paramedic school, like we've done 2 episodes on that, it's hard. But what gets you through it is the purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to do something good that's going to help people. I can save lives. It's exciting.
Oh, God.
So then when you actually hit the streets and you realize, okay, you are going to do that, but you're also going to kind of help a lot of people that don't give a shit. And don't give a shit about themselves or about what you're doing for them.
I'd say it's 60-40.
Right?
People that don't give a shit.
So I remember
you actually like making a difference in people and people being appreciative, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I remember like one of my first runs as an intern, like my first day as an intern, and I was in the Valley, and it was the asthma, right? Give her breathing treatment, take her to the ER. When I was putting the gurney back, she was out there smoking a cigarette. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as she could get out and smoke a cigarette, she smoked a cigarette. Like, I could breathe again. Let me fuck that up.
And
yeah.
And it's like,
man,
what are you just shake your head and you get back in the rig and you take off. So, so there's those freaking flyers, right? Like the young girl, she's a sweetheart. Call me 100 times. I don't care. Family is cool. They're super appreciative. They understand, the gravity of calling 911. And when we get there, it's a legitimate reason, and you build this rapport with this family, right? Then there's the guys like, kind of like the guy I had last night. Okay. Frequent flyer, homeless guy, calls all the time. I've been literally seen him not drunk one time my entire, 12 years that I've known this guy. He calls himself Johnny Cash. Right. He's a Mexican dude.
Oh, yeah. This guy.
He's a Mexican dude. And he used to have a guitar, and he sings, he plays the guitar and sings and stuff like that, right? Oh, I'm a Mexican rapper, and he would like, oh, you're so pretty. And he would like be like rapping to girls, right, while playing this. And, oh, compa, oh, my stomach. Can you take me to the hospital, compa, please? And I'm like, Johnny, come on, bro. You don't need to go to the hospital. Oh, compa, I'm sick. Hey. All right, dude, you want to go? Yeah, okay, let's go. And then you get him in the back of the rig, and he's this cool dude. Yeah. He's just an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Been an alcoholic his whole life. He's got no teeth. He lives on the street. People give him money here and there. I mean, like in the gutter, should be on Skid Row, homeless dude.
Right.
Just a cool dude, though. He's funny. He cracks jokes. You know what I mean? Yeah. He understands that he's burdening us by calling 911. He probably doesn't need to go, but he is fucked up. You know what I mean? He is. He is. You
make a case either way for
unhealthy.
For Johnny Cash.
He could stand to go and get cleaned up a little bit. Maybe get some food or water in him instead of alcohol, and like he could use it. It would help him to be.
You know what though? This kind of goes to like another overarching theme of this show. The right attitude gets you far.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I
dude.
mean, like you can be
Even
a
when you're a
present,
homeless
frequent
POS,
flyer.
right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever, man. Like, it's annoying when we've been up all night running, and at 4 a.m. we get a call on, and you show up, and it's just chest pain because that's what he likes to do. He'll lay down in front of a business like entrance or whatever, or in front of like the front door to a like apartment building or something like that. He'll just lay there, and people trying to get in will be like, "Hey, man, you all right? Oh, my chest hurts. Call 911." You know what I mean? And you get there, you get a chest pain, and I 95% of the time, man, when it pops up, it'll, pop a 40-year-old male, in this certain area, chest
know who
pain.
it
I'm
is.
like, that's Johnny, dude. I'm going to show up, and sure enough, and like, you get there and he's laying there and like, Johnny, come on, man, get up.
You said
Get up.
40-year-old male?
Oh, compa, my check, Johnny, I will check you out. Just get up. And he gets up, and then he's like, the act is off,
Yeah.
You check them all out, and, typically I'll check them all out and go, hey, look, man, everything's normal. Okay. You don't need to go to the hospital. Oh, okay. And then every once in a while you'll check him out and his heart rate will be like 160 or something. And you're like, dude, did you do some meth? You're like, oh, compa, just a little. And you're like, fuck, all right, let's go to the hospital. But my point is, he's cool for the most part.
Yeah.
One time he wasn't cool.
Yeah, I remember the story, dude. Yeah.
Did I tell the story?
I can't remember what episode it was. Yeah, but he tried to beat your ass, and
he-
then he forgot about it. Right?
No, yeah. He was just sitting in the middle of an intersection. And I walk over and I'm like, "Come on, get up, man." He refused to get up, so I get him kind of by the shirt to help him get up, and he swung at me. He didn't really hit me, but a cop saw it, and he goes, "That's it, man. I'm fucking arresting him." And then I didn't see him for a while. 6 months later or so, I'm in the hospital, and I hear, he's talking to one of the nurses, "Oh, you're so pretty." And I'm like, what the fuck? And I go and look, and he looked great. He's, his skin had good color. He had a haircut. He was thin. It was the only time, the entire time I've been at 63s, that I saw this guy sober, right?
Yeah.
Didn't remember hitting me. I asked him, where you been, dude? I thought you were dead. Oh, I was in jail, man. They said I hit a paramedic. I didn't.
That's what cleaned him up, though, being in jail, dude.
So that's the only time he wasn't really cool with me. And other than that, I don't really mind the guy. He's kind of like endearing to me. You know what I mean? I almost feel like if he's still around on my retirement dinner, I'll probably take him, get him a meal, get him a hotel room, buy him some clothes or something, just as like a man. I feel like we've been through it, me and you. You're
gonna do a Trading Places with him?
Yeah, just fucking hook him, give him a day.
Give him some seed money. Let him go. Invest in the stock market.
Remember Groundhog Day when he finds out the old homeless guy is gonna die, and he takes him to the diner and gets him all like that's
You're
what I feel
make
like.
him
I would
queen for a day, Johnny.
If he's still around, I'm gonna hook him up, dude, for a day.
Oh my god! I hope he's listening.
And then there's the people like we had last night. Okay.
Yeah.
So we get this run right by this restaurant in our district. It's a pretty well-known restaurant. What was it? Abdominal pain or something like that. We get there, this guy's like sitting Indian style, crisscross applesauce. He's doubled over, bunch of spit, right in front of him. Like, you can tell he's been spitting. I walk up and I'm like, "Hey, buddy, what's going on?" Ignores me. "Sir, what's going on, man? You okay?" "It's the paramedics." Ignores me. Shakes his shit. "Hey, buddy, it's the paramedics, man. What's going on? I can't help you if you don't tell me what's bothering you." Looks up. "Take me to the fucking hospital." Whoa, bro. First of all, don't talk to me like that. You understand me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here to help you, dude. Okay? Don't disrespect me like that. Okay? I've been nothing but nice to you. You can tell he's wasted, right?
Yeah.
You got that look in his eye. He turns his head back. I go, "Okay, look, you want to start over? What's your name? How about that? Let's start there." Fucking ignore me. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Just be cool. I'll take you to the hospital. "What's bothering you, dude?" "My stomach, obviously." Nothing's obvious, man. You're another guy sitting on the sidewalk right here in a row of people asleep on the sidewalk. Nothing's obvious, okay? Come on, dude.
People asleep.
I go, "Look, dude. I'm here to help you, man. All right?
Yeah.
Be cool with me. You're being real aggressive right now. Just chill out." Doesn't stop. Finally, gives me his name and stuff like that. I'm like, "All right, bro. Do you want to go to the hospital? Do you want to go to the hospital? Yes. Okay, come on, get up. Let's go. I got a chair right here for you. Right. And then that's when he decides to go and just flop down on the ground.
Dude.
I'm like, come on, man. Shake him. Come on, dude. If you just get up and get on the gurney, I'll take you to the hospital. That's what you want, right? So back and forth with this guy. Finally get him up on the gurney. He's just talking shit, MFing us, throughout the thing. And just like I said, those people, you try not to engage as much, right?
Right.
At least until I get to the hospital, right? And there's cameras everywhere and the security's there and stuff like that, right? And so we get to the hospital and this guy's MFing us and stuff. And so finally I'm just like, hey, dude, if you don't want to be here, you can leave. You didn't have to call 911, all right? You're just drunk. He's answering all the questions and everything. He's just drunk. So have this whole back and forth with him. He finally calms down. Security talks to him and stuff. They get him into a bed. Run a couple more calls. We come back with some other drunk guy. And they're like, security and the nurses are arguing with this guy in the hallway bed because they were trying to get him to leave because everything checked out normal. He's up, walking around. He's answering all the questions. And so they're like, we have nothing more we can do for you. You're out, right?
Yeah.
So they kick him out. We put our new drunk guy in there, right? And he goes walking down the street. And as he's leaving, he's asking where the liquor store was, right? So I tell him it's over there in Culver City, right? Yeah. Make your way over to Culver City. And so we leave.
Keep walking east.
Keep walking east toward Culver City, and
don't stop.
Those guys will tell you. And so we get done with our patient, and we go to leave to go back to quarters. And as we're driving down Lincoln, he's walking down Lincoln back toward Venice.
Yeah, you're going the wrong way, sir.
So whatever, man. We run a couple more calls last night, and then we get another call. Person down the intersection, Lincoln and Washington or whatever. Get there, it's the same freaking guy, right? It's identical to the call I had with him in front of Baby Blues, right?
Yeah.
Dude, what is your deal, man? You were just at the hospital. Do you want to be there or do you not want to be there? Oh, take me back. Fuck. Come on. Put him in the gurney, take him back, show up at the hospital. They're like, what the hell? Again, like, they call, we haul, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I can't tell this guy, I'm not going to take him to the hospital.
And for the hospital, that could be the 10th guy that they've had like that.
Yeah.
In a row that's come back twice.
Well, this guy has been coming back.
Yeah.
It's like his 5th or 6th time that he had been there, apparently.
Because like you have frequent flyers. Yeah, the ER knows everybody,
like crazy,
dude.
Right.
And they're like, oh, God.
So, drop him back off again, right? Shit you not, dude. We leave, run a couple more calls, come back. It's like deja vu. They're all around him, like,
Groundhog's Day, dude.
Like Jurassic Park, right? He's fucking Chris Pratt surrounded by all the dinosaurs. And they're trying to get him, they kick him out again.
Yeah.
Right? I point to Culver City again. I go, I'm telling you, man, go that way. They're a lot nicer over there, right? He leaves. It's like 3 a.m. now, right? So we run a couple more calls and finally get back to the station, do the whole, my brain's like, oh, now you're super tired. It's 5 a.m. now. You know what I mean? We haven't slept. Go through the whole, your body's like, oh my God, this can feel so good. Lay down. Oh, yes. 15 minutes maybe pass at this point, right? So I'm like,
so you fell asleep?
I think I was dreaming a tiny bit, right? When we get the run. And it's person down at Washington and like Stanford or something, like a couple blocks down from where we went last time. Mm-hmm. And get down, look at it, 40-year-old male, whatever, right? And I'm like, this is going to be that same, I'm telling my partner, right? This is going to be that same fucking dude again, right? So, cruise over there, get there, PD's already there with him. This dude tried to break into the brewery, the Firestone Brewery on Washington. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? Yeah, like at this point, can you admit that you have a problem and you need help? You're trying to break into, what were you going to do? Swim around in the vats of beer? And you know what I mean? Like, is this beer fest? Like, what were you thinking? And he's still the supreme asshole that he was the last 2 times that I took him, right?
That's how he got there.
He's still talking shit and just like talking shit to the cops, talking shit to us, started making fun of my mustache, right? He's calling me Top Gun or whatever. And it's just like, F you, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
dude, I haven't been asleep in like literally more than 24 hours. This is my third fucking time running on you on the same shit. I already had the conversation about the kid getting hit by the car. You know what I mean? You don't give a shit about that. It's just like ultimate. There's nothing. You can't punch the guy in the face. You know what I mean? There's like no outlet for the frustration that you have. And it's moments like that, man, that I have like extreme respect for good cops. Yeah. You know what I mean? That can just like eat a shit sandwich every shift of your fucking career. You know what I mean? And be kind and courteous to these people who are, you know, talking to you and treating you like shit. And so, you know, the cops are there and everything. And we're like, I'm just like, tell the cops, I go, the guy's A&O. I mean, he's drunk, but he's A&O. The hospital doesn't want him there. They've kicked him out 3 times already. Like, what are options here? And the cops don't want nothing to do with him, right?
Of course not.
The whole drunk tank, you know, thing just doesn't exist anymore. They're not taking anybody that has anything in their system and risk, you know, him dying in the back of their car or something like that, which is smart. Yeah,
but it's also a whole other thing too. That like the cops don't want to really bring anybody to the ER and get stuck with them and have to sit with them in the hospital, dude.
There's a whole thing with cops right now. The whole climate with cops right now. They're a lot more standoffish with engaging with people just in general. But, yeah, dude, it's just like this. Like, it could have been Johnny Cash 3 times that night. Hey, compa, I'm sorry. You know, my stomach, it just hurts so bad, compa. And it's like, all right, Johnny, come on, sing me a song, bro. What's going on? You know, how's your mom? You know, whatever. The difference between having somebody like that and having somebody like this jackhole that we had last night, it just like it ruins everything about the shift, right? Yeah. It's like the days that I like hate being a paramedic, it's the days that I'm like dealing with nothing but that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just like unappreciative, you know, jerks.
On top of the no sleep.
On top of the no sleep. Yeah. The no sleep, like my body has grown accustomed to that, right? Like I've said that for years. Like
but it's still the weird thing. Growing accustomed to it, it's still like bad. It's just, okay, now I know this is how I work.
Yes. And when you're annoyed and aggravated about, just like you said, man, having no sleep on top of that, it's really easy to snap. But like a guy like that, I still checked him, right? Like you get to the hospital and he's talking shit, all right? And like, hey, dude, what are you still talking shit for? You're at the hospital. I brought you to turns. Fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Who the fuck you think you're talking to, dude? I'm not some dude off the street, you know, a buddy that you're gonna talk shit to, man. I'm here to help. You don't want my help? Don't call me. The hell? I don't you understand that? What a solid I'm doing for you? You're gonna say fuck you to me? You know, right? That type of stuff. Like, it's in my opinion. Even like my interns, man, like I tell them, like, dude, be kind and courteous, but don't let people walk all over you. And and the captains that have that mindset too, get more respect from their guys. It's like be kind, be courteous, treat people with respect and stuff, but don't let people walk all over you or your crew. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know, it's just like I said. Sometimes people just have never been checked like that.
No.
You know, especially in today's day and age where it feels like everybody is just like has a certain level of entitlement and shit like that. Right. Yeah. It's just like sometimes people need that little check. Yeah. And if you do check them, like that's another thing. Sometimes you'll like check somebody and it just won't make a dent. Of course. And it's like at that point, it's like you need to realize that this person's like too far gone to do anything and just take a step back.
You're not going to get anywhere.
Let your partner take over, whatever, because it's just going to escalate if you keep pushing. And that's kind of like what comes with time and experience. Yeah. You know what I mean? Engaging the type of people, being a sociologist, right? Exactly. To a certain degree, engaging with people like.
You make a good point too, for like the newer paramedics and people going through school and stuff. When you're out there is a level of customer service that you're doing. Obviously, like you said, be kind and courteous, but it's not like you need customers. You know what I'm saying? It's not the customer is always right. Like you are in charge of the call. You have to be in control of the call all the time.
And you're running it. And people, you got to understand too, man. Like we're hardwired to see a uniform, you know, and a badge and have a little, like recognize that as a little bit of authority. Yeah. And so when you come in, it's important to have confidence in what you know and your skills and your, you know, policies and stuff like that. Because when somebody makes a request that's out of the realm of possibility, you know, and I have to educate them on stuff, you have to embody that you have to embody that sense of being an authority to a certain degree, and people respond to that shit.
Yeah.
You know, but if you flex those muscles and you puff your chest out a little bit and you give a direct order and they don't react to that at all, you're dealing with somebody who's off.
Yes, exactly.
Off somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't engage or escalate that.
Right.
Because they don't have anything to lose.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit.
And you're not going to get anywhere.
And if you get in a scuffle with somebody, they are going to win that battle in the end. A lot of times, or we talked about the car accident I was in, right? The lady was completely in the wrong, ran the red light, all that stuff. The city still settled with her.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper to settle with her for a certain amount than to litigate it in court. You know what I mean? So you're putting your ass out there, man. If you continue to escalate stuff, right? Over the years, I've learned exactly where that line is to push it with somebody, and then realize, okay, well, I'm not going to escalate this anymore. You know, sometimes you get to a point where a patient will assault you. I've been assaulted before and had to get in a full blown fist fight with people. You know, in the back of the red. That's why my pinky is you know, a hammer pinky. Yeah, from a fight in the back with the guy that was on meth, who just started swinging on me in the back. You know, I had a full blown phone booth fight with this guy.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's a line. There's a line there between, you know, being respectful and having this like courteous relationship with someone, and them taking it too far, and you having to check them, and knowing how much to check somebody and where that line is that you shouldn't cross because you're risking your job, and it's a crazy intersection.
Yeah. And you have to be aware of that the whole time while you're still doing your job, basically.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't
and watching all the people around you, you know what I mean? And trying to remember, like, damn, does this meet this criteria? Can we call out an 800 for this on the new PDP? And you're doing all this
all
stuff.
Of it.
You know
you're
what I mean?
literally the meme with all the shit floating off to the side of your head. And you're like, but yeah, and you have to do it fast. And you can't be wrong.
And when it's all said and done, we get paid to take people to the hospital. It's really how the fire department makes a lot of their money, most of their money, right? We don't really bill for like fires. You know what I mean? Like we make our money from transporting patients to the hospital and treating them, you know, medically, and billing for that. That's where we make the majority of our money. So in the end, in actuality, and you know, it sounds shitty saying this, but if you're a paramedic, your job is the city is paying you to take people to the hospital. It's when you don't, it's when they want to go and you don't, or you talk somebody into not going, or that's when you get in trouble. That's when the city winds up paying out money on, you know, settling lawsuits and stuff like that. As long as you're taking someone to the hospital, the city is freaking happy.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. In the end, it sucks running calls nonstop, especially at a busy place, especially when you're, you know, unappreciated and getting shit talked to you, and it sucks. But that is literally what the city is paying you for. Yeah. They're literally paying you to show up and take people to the hospital. Yeah. If they ask to go. Yeah. And just
do it
in its simplest terms. Don't fuck that up, and you'll be all right, man. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah. I think that's all I got.
We filled up this hour. We didn't even get to the other things we were going to talk about again. All right. So for a later episode, Danny, where can they find you?
You guys can follow me at DannyGonzo34 on Instagram and Twitter.
You can follow me at Ben9Humor, Ben number 9 Humor, like benign tumor, on Instagram and Twitter. Follow the show at PRC Pod on Instagram and Twitter, or at PRC Podcast on TikTok. You can email us, contactprcpod@gmail.com, with any questions or opportunities, or if you want to be a guest or something, or suggest something to us.
Right. You guys also follow our sponsor, CBD Living Water. It's at CBD Living Water on Instagram. I also want to give a shout out to Brent Urban, who does our who does our theme song. He's got a new EP coming out.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
right.
soon. So check him out. Go and follow him. His music, I'm not even joking, man.
Yeah, he's good.
We've known this kid since he was like 6 years old. And he's evolved musically, and his music is freaking good, man.
Yeah,
it's really
I know,
dope.
it's crazy. Yeah.
It's really dope. So check him out. And that's it. We'll see you guys next week.
All right.